Another soggy, wet day here in Tallahassee inside Doak Campbell Stadium. That didn't stop Florida State from grinding out win number 2. Alongside my managing editor, Perry Costadakis, I am the sports editor of the FSView, Aria Masudi. We thank you for joining us. Florida State wins 34-14 today. A spirited effort from the USF Bulls. That first half, really competitive game, Perry.
Oh, they took advantage of the sloppy conditions. They really kept it down, 7-7 in the first half. Everett Golson completing one pass. They were sending a lot of people. Dalvin Cook really was the only thing going for them in the first half.
Yeah, Everett Golson, 1 of 9 in the first half for just 6 yards. A lot of that had to do with Florida State's offensive line play. They really struggled today. USF sent 6, 7, sometimes 8 guys at Florida State on blitzes, and the Florida State O-line just could not pick those blitzers up. But in the second half, Florida State seemed to find their stride, a different schematic playbook, some different tendencies for Florida State, a quicker pass game, and Dalvin Cook really was the story. He carried the team all day.
Crazy. He could have had 5 touchdowns if not for 2 other penalties, 1 uncalled, 1 on Florida State. 266 yards, second most in school history, 100-yard game for the 5th game in a row. Just what do you got to say about that?
There's not much to say. He's one of the top 5 running backs in the country. He proved that again today, this afternoon, inside Doak Campbell Stadium. The defense, another strong performance from the defense. They gave up 1 big play, a bust of about 70 yards on the wheel route. But other than that, holding USF to really about 200, 250 yards for most of the game. In garbage time, they got a couple more yards there on dinks and dunks. Another strong effort from this Florida State defense led by Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, even with LaMarcus Brutus getting ejected in the first half, you saw Trey Marshall get in there. He was kind of a little bit lost, but they managed to go in. They stopped the run a lot. The passing was really the biggest, the broken assignments down the field.
Yeah, not a pretty game from the Seminoles, but you have to take the win at this point. What does Florida State take from this moving forward into Boston College next week?
Well, now Boston College had 62 points at half next week, so now is going to be a really good test for the defense. We'll see if Everett Golson just struggled today because of the rain, because of the offensive line. We'll really get a bigger picture of what this Florida State team is.
Absolutely. USF, a lot better athletes than Texas State had a week ago. We'll see how when the season progresses, how Florida State handles better athletes with this young and experienced team. Until then, Florida State takes on Boston College next Friday night. We'll catch you back then. For Perry Costadakis, I'm Mario Masudi. Have a good night.